TV. My name is Brooke Sizemore, and I'm here to tell you my story about my ability. I'm going to start this off by saying I am not into witchcraft. I am not into psychic readings. I'm just a normal college girl, except I am able to connect with the dead. Before I tell you more about that story, I'm going to introduce my house, because this house is going to have a lot to do with the story that I'm going to tell you. You just follow me. I actually had a dream one night whenever I was here a couple weeks ago about I was in my room and there was a fire going around me. It was like my apartment was on fire, but my room was okay. Well, I woke up and I was talking to my neighbor that lives behind me, and he actually told me that the apartment next to me had actually been burnt down, and they're actually remodeling it right now. It looks pretty creepy if you look inside, but yeah. So this is the apartment next to me. My dreams tend to only be, normally my grandmother. She died 5 years prior to when I was born, and I've had them since I was little. They just intensified since I actually moved out of home. I actually have them about twice a week now. It's more of her telling me what's going on with my family. It's nothing really, it's like a peaceful feeling. It's like she's, kind of like she's here, and she's spending time with me, and she's telling me what's going on with my family since I'm not there to see what's going on. One dream in particular that she actually told me was I needed to call my uncle. Something serious is going on. Well, I called my uncle, of course, just to find out that he actually has cancer. He has lung cancer. None of my family knew about this. My mother didn't even know. My aunt and uncle kind of thought it was pretty odd that I found out something like this when they just found out, a couple hours before that. Anyway, that was one of the dreams that I had, that she's, just to give you an example of the kind of things that, what me and my grandmother talk about in my dreams. I don't know if you want to call these premonitions, or I couldn't really tell you. But the thing is, everything that's happened to me before has always been, peaceful. It's never scared me. I've never, even though I've really never embraced this ability, I was kind of like, it's a peaceful feeling. This is just, my grandmother having conversation with me, and I kind of accepted that part of it. But ever since I moved into this house, things started to change. Actually, this place used to be a military hospital in the Civil War. I don't know if this has anything to do with this place, but this place is definitely either haunted or I'm haunted. And there's something in this house that definitely is trying to communicate with me. Whenever we moved in here, me and my roommate, we were picking rooms, and I walked into her bedroom. I'll show it to you. And I got this really, really bad energy, like I was really not wanted in her bedroom. I can't even explain it. I pretty much had chills up and down my body, and I had to leave the room immediately, and I rarely walk in that room. I would show it to you, but it makes me feel really uncomfortable to even be in there. One night when I was actually watching TV in my living room, I was just watching TV, not thinking about anything, and I was by myself. When I heard my roommate's door start moving, I just thought it was my dog Lola, but as I was walking back, I saw my dog laying on my bed. So it didn't make sense. The door was closed, so nothing made sense about that. One time, me and my roommate actually cleaned up the apartment, and we went to bed that night. Everything was spotless. We woke up and we found footprints from the back door from my kitchen. The chain was locked, the door was locked, and there were footprints, dirt footprints from the kitchen to the bathroom. And we still have no idea how that happened. It doesn't really make sense. There's no explanation for it. The second night that we were actually here, we heard footsteps up there, and at first we were like, oh, it's an old house. It's probably just, old house creaking. No, those footsteps turned into like stomping and running for about half an hour. That's happened a couple times before our neighbors actually moved in upstairs. Another thing that's happened is my room tends to, before I got this lock up top, I would close my door at night, and I would wake up and the door would be open, and my roommate said that she never opened the door. Well, ever since we put the lock up, my door tends to shake. There's actually these scratches here. They were not there before. I mean, there's plenty of marks on this door because it's old, but that actually was not there. And my door tends to shake, and it actually wakes me up at night because it's so loud sometimes, and then I'll open the door and nothing's there. My roommate's asleep. These things only happen when I'm here. They never happen when my roommate's by herself. And the thing about all these things intensifying, it's really scaring me because I'm scared it's going to affect my relationships. My roommate, she doesn't even really like to stay here anymore because these things are happening to the house, and I can't blame her because, it scares me. It happens when I'm here by myself, and I really want to figure out why this is happening to me. I want to learn if this is a curse or a blessing, and I just really want to get to the bottom of it, and I want to see someone that's older and wiser. It's not going to think I'm crazy and actually listen to me and figure out, what's going on with me and use it to my, best ability, take it to my best advantage and really, see why this is happening to me, because like I said, I'm a normal girl. I don't ask for this to happen. It's like these things find me, and I actually have my roommate here to kind of tell you how it's affecting me and her.
Hey, I'm Alex. I'm her roommate. It's starting to kind of get scary for me. I'm getting really concerned about her. Even though I want to be here because these things are happening to her, I leave a lot and I don't stay here. So it's starting to get scary, and I want to know if it's a curse or if it's, something we can live with for a long time.
And like I said, these dreams just used to be really peaceful. They're intensifying as I get older. They're, these things are starting to come into my physical world. And, this would be a really big emotional journey for me because, I'm not very open about this kind of thing. I'm trying to learn about it myself. And, I want to learn before I get hurt, my roommate gets hurt, if that's even going to happen, or if this energy in this house feels like it has to give off the negativity to even get to me. I want to figure out these things. So that's why I'm doing this video for you guys, so you guys can help me along this journey.